Coach Matt's going to watch this and say something.
Yeah.
Jump 6 feet in the air.
And
It
then
cracks me. It cracks me up.
Look what I can
time.
do. Maybe she was into the baby oil. I don't know. Like, if you're eating, like, we got beards. Okay. We have beards, and so... Fair.
I've been doing this thing where I've been walking up behind certain dads and just hugging them.
The ones that are acting all like that, though, they're also feeling a third poke. So
Yeah.
The pooper.
What?
Is that not how it goes?
No.
You guys are gonna get canceled real fast. Do not say that.
I never actually see that, though. I realize how much I talk this way now.
Yeah. That's what, there's been a couple times where we'll be recording and I'm talking to y'all and Justin will like kind of signal me like, look at the camera. And I'm like, no, I'm talking to y'all. Like,
Yeah, not talking
I don't want
to
to look at the camera.
I don't know them.
I don't know that it's that important.
The way that you're treating your glass makes me think you didn't rinse these.
No, I didn't. Nor do I care.
Okay.
Does it got bacon grease in it?
Botulism. Okay, cool.
I'm not strong enough for this. There we go.
Do we have everything we need?
You better, because we're going.
I know.
Welcome to that GD podcast with my friends Andy over here and Kyle. And
I have to
who's counting
sneeze,
today?
and I have an ice cube in my hand. All right.
On the count of 3, 2, 1, drop.
Ooh,
That was the
that was
best one.
professional.
Yeah.
I'm counting from now
That was
on.
professional.
It was like we've done it before.
All right. Well, because of the possible botulism that I gave us last time, which nobody got sick, right? We were all good.
No, I didn't get sick.
But apparently bacon washed whiskey didn't go over very well. So I went back to old reliable TX.
Okay.
So
Not sponsored yet, are we?
no, but we need to clip something and send it to them. And we deserve a bottle at least. So
Yeah, just a bottle of TX. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Anyway, Andy, how's it going?
It's good. I want to start by just announcing to anybody watching, you guys are both 24 hours late, and it's a little upsetting.
24 hours late on the dot.
Yeah. So now I am going to talk to the camera. A text went out Saturday morning. Pod Tuesday, 7 o'clock. That's kind of our standard time.
Yeah.
I immediately said, I'll be there. Kyle never responded. So all weekend long, I had told my wife I might be podcasting on Tuesday. I'm still waiting to hear for sure. We had a soccer game Monday night. I asked Justin, I say, hey, are we potting tomorrow night? Kyle never responded, so I wasn't sure. And he kind of dismissively says, yeah, we're definitely potting. I've talked to Kyle. He'll be there. It's on. So good.
We did talk.
Yeah, I was there when you sent the text. Yeah.
I confirm with my wife, I'm potting tomorrow. She has to leave work on time, which for her is like leaving early, to get home so that I can make it over here. As I'm about to back into the driveway, I see Justin's face, and there's no way to like, you couldn't have been playing with me because your face was too authentic, but it was just confusion. My truck stands out like a sore thumb, and Justin's face was like, what? Yeah. So I roll down my window, and I'm like, am I early? Like, what's going on? And he's just still looking confused. I pull in, I get out of the car, and I immediately ask your middle child, I go, did he forget we're doing this tonight? And she's like, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So I respect the fact that you tried to scramble and like, oh, let me text Kyle real quick. I'm supposed to be helping my daughter study. My wife's making dinner right now. And I just said, hey, we can reschedule. Now,
To be fair, you did say, like, hey, I'm totally cool with not recording tonight because I won't tell my wife and I'll just go do whatever I want to do.
then I realized if I'm going to do it tonight, because then we talked about potentially doing it Wednesday the next night. And I realized if I'm going to do that, I got to go back home and spend time with the family, which I did. Watch the Avengers. Okay. But yeah, so Kyle, you're kind of off the hook because you never confirmed to me that you were coming or in the group chat.
That's true.
So
There's no proof.
All of it's going towards Justin, who up until this moment, I would have said that Justin is way more organized and all that than me. Oh. And now I don't feel that way anymore. I used to look up to you.
You should see the red.
It's cluttery over here. Yeah. So just
anyhow.
I 100% never thought about it. Not once yesterday, not once Monday. Never thought about it at all.
If I'm being honest, if I look back through the SPL committee group chat, every Tuesday, Andy does ask, "Are we still potting tonight?" And you didn't.
So the only reason I didn't is because on Monday evening, I confirmed with you in person. Okay.
I was out at a soccer game and I'm like, shit.
And like I said, he didn't say like, ooh, yeah. No, immediately he was like, yes, we're potting. I talked to Kyle. He'll be there. I did. We're going.
Yep. I did speak
So
with
there was
Kyle.
no hesitation in his voice.
None.
So I didn't think to send the Tuesday morning follow, which I'm glad that somebody finally texted today because for a while I was like, I'm not going to be the one to say anything. Like, I want them to figure this shit out.
I texted him at like
6:30
this morning, 6:45.
I saw your text.
Are we doing it?
I was waiting for Justin to say something. And as I told y'all later, I'm not doing anything. It's quite a drive for me to get over here. It's a little over 30 minutes.
You live in Egypt?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not saying anything until I get confirmation from both of you that this is happening. And with the price of gas right now, a 30-minute drive each way, that was an hour round trip to come say hi to you and your daughter. Now, you gave me a dozen eggs.
Give you a dozen eggs.
So
that's a cost of a gallon of gas.
$4 right there, yeah. So anyhow, and real quick, speaking of the cost of gas, and I'm just going to sidetrack us for a second. Did you guys see that in Israel, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they found some ancient scroll that's kind of like the Dead Sea Scrolls 2, and it's 3,000 or 4,000 years old.
Like the Dead Sea Scrolls Part 2?
That's what I'm going to call it that. I don't know what they are, but 3,000 or 4,000 years old.
The comeback.
This is part of the never-ending story?
It is. Okay. They had some like ancient Hebrew scholars translate it.
Sure.
You want to know what it said?
Gas will be $5 in 2026.
Close. 4,000 years old.
I have no idea.
The first sentence said, Iran is going to have a nuclear weapon in 2 weeks. There we go. Sorry,
2 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
For 30 years we've been hearing that. I want to say it probably goes back to 4,000 years.
I was going to make a joke about a thumb in the butt, but you know.
Anyhow.
So anyway, yeah, there's that. But I will say my wife sold 6 dozen eggs today.
Are you guys going to do the little like stand up at the road like we had talked about, or is she just like selling them on Marketplace or what?
She just posted in the mom's group
somebody asked about home. I saw her comment back today. I'm like, I guess she could do that.
Somebody asked like, do you have any eggs or does anybody have any eggs? And my wife's like, I've got some. And she said, I'll be at this place at this time. She did lead off with, first of all, because she said, I posted in the mom's group.
Ooh.
First of all, no one's coming to the house. And I said, good.
Did we ever talk about that on the air?
I don't know that we did.
Yeah, that was that was a whole.
Yeah, we definitely didn't, because that was in the dark times. That was in the dark ages.
Yeah,
the dark ages. Did I show up to do something during that time, or did I just hear about it? For some reason, I felt like I was here, but I might just be visualizing it.
Someone showed up.
You weren't here.
Okay,
somebody
I think I'm
showed
just visualizing it.
I swear, part of the story was somebody showing up.
All I know is I can't remember for sure. What I can remember is the lesson of the story was you don't give your address to people on Facebook.
Nope.
Which seems like something we all should have known.
Yeah.
I hope she can hear me right now.
She does lead off with that, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, she sold 6 dozen today, so that was cool. And I made my kid, who's preparing for the pre-ACT, do all the mathematics of how many eggs do we need to sell to offset the cost of feed, and then how soon can we sell those eggs based on how many they produce.
You didn't do that for ACT prep. You just didn't want to do the math.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
We're not going to do any of that. Not pre-ACT prep.
No,
just figure out what it's about. Just meh.
Well, the pre-ACT doesn't go to anything. I also found this out. Did y'all ever like have anybody in your school as a National Merit Honor Scholar thingy?
I think so.
Probably, but I wasn't hanging out with them.
It wasn't me. They never sent me a letter.
It was not me either. As it turns out, you can only get qualified for that in the 11th grade test. So there's 3 different versions. I took the PSAT in 8th grade. I came into school and they said, we're doing this test today. And I said, okay. I did terribly. But then in 11th grade, you do that and like 50,000 people are awarded the National Merit Scholar. This pre-ACT thing is like nothing. It's for nothing. It's just to see where you are.
It's nothing.
Yeah. I totally raw dogged the SAT my senior year.
Yeah.
Like I found out on Friday that I needed to go do it on Saturday morning. I didn't no prep whatsoever.
I know prepped it myself, and I have to say I did fairly well.
I didn't know how the scoring went, so when I got my score, I was like, this. And then I found out what a lot of my buddies got, and I was like, oh shit, I'm a genius.
I'm the smartest man alive. Thank you.
I'm definitely not, but I did better than people that studied, so I was quite happy with that.
I don't think I studied either.
I aced one of the subjects.
Okay, didn't do that.
It was math.
Yeah.
I aced math, and then the rest of them were just kind of like maybe better than average. But over the aggregate, I looked like I got a great score, and I'm like, I just did the one thing.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
I did the one thing good.
800 on the math, and then the other thing was hot garbage. But I ended up with like a 590. I ended up with a 1390.
Okay.
I don't know. I still don't know the scale there. We didn't take
it was
SATs.
Out of 1600.
Okay. Yeah. So we did through 36, I think, was the ACT.
ACT is 36, yeah.
And I got a 36 on the math, and I think I ended up with like a 29 on the whole thing.
Nice.
But there was like a 20 in there, a 22, a 24. It was like just the math just carried the entire thing.
Yeah. So yeah, we were gonna start preparing for that, and then I started doing research on it, and then my kid was like, "Hey, hear me out. What if I just don't prepare and we see where I'm at, and then we know what to prepare for?" And I was like, "That sounds logical to me."
Son of a bitch. That's a good.
I didn't want to study with it anyway, so
There's no purpose to study for this.
I mean, you can get scholarships. Like my friend in high school in 9th grade, he got a 36 and a 1600. He also has Asperger's, and but he got full ride scholarship.
But that's not even the pre-ACT. That's an
That was
actual.
the
That's an actual ACT.
Yeah, ACT and SAT.
I don't think this goes anywhere. Maybe like if you stand out, someone sees something.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really goes anywhere.
No, I don't. The pre.
We're just trying to get those like athlete scholarship grades.
What they say is the teachers use it to gauge how well they're
Doing. Yeah.
doing in their classes.
That's not my problem.
Yeah, that's what I want to add to this.
It's my daughter's
Tulsa.
problem.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
It's my daughter's problem, not my problem.
Right, it's her problem. I mean, it can be your problem if you're paying for college.
I don't want to do that.
I don't either.
I'm kind of putting all my eggs in the basket of my kid is somehow going to get some kind of a scholarship. Because I hear what people pay for college, and gee, I'm not about that life. That's,
I'm telling you right now, they're going JUCO the first 2 years if they don't.
Because it's free here.
It's free.
Yeah.
And like, I did it. I went 2 years JUCO.
I mean, let's be real here, though. We're all successful, and none of us have a bachelor's that are like going towards. We've had this discussion before, because you said your horsey degree
Ponies.
has helped you.
Ponies. Horsies.
I'm still taking a break.
Yeah,
Oh.
still on a break here. Skip year.
Smart. Had this the other day. I was like driving, and a song came on like my shuffle thing, not an iPod shuffle. Y'all ever really like recognize or think about songs that were popular when we were in high school just don't do so well now?
Depends.
Problematic? Are you saying like that?
It depends.
Like, don't age well.
Okay.
I will argue one thing on this. I think that mainstream emo music is more popular now than it was in, like, I think that
Like the Coheed and Cambrias of the
a
world.
lot of songs now, I'll actually have people, because that's the kind of music I listen to, I'll have people reach out to me now and be like, I'm sorry, this, like, maybe not the screamo, like the aggressive stuff, but like some of the darker Blink 182 stuff and the My Chemical Romance, they're actually more almost as listened to now as they were back then when it was more of a niche thing.
By like what age group? Who's listening to that now?
Our age.
Okay. So
Yeah. It's people who didn't listen to it then
That's
what-
to it now.
that are listening to
Okay.
it now.
I'm with you.
So I think some of those are aging pretty well.
Yeah.
Is Blink 182, and I hate to
I
say
said
this out
darker
loud.
Blink
Well,
182
But
stuff.
it, would like Blink 182 or something from that era be oldies now? Because I feel like it would
No, yeah.
technically.
Oh, the early Blink 182 stuff, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Take
okay,
off your pants and jacket.
So, yeah. So Ainsley the other day was like, "Hey, I was listening to some music from the late 1900s."
No,
And
they
I'm like,
love that.
Pump
They
the
love-
brakes on that. You didn't have to say it like that.
Yeah.
Like we talk about the 1800s, late 1800s, that late 1900s, it was Nirvana. So I mean, like,
What?
That's not even that
Did,
late.
were either you guys Howard Stern guys, or did you guys ever have
I had the satellite radio because I liked listening to him for a
So,
while.
but-
It was
watching Howard Stern.
pre-satellite radio? Did you guys ever have like a talk radio show that you listened to on a daily basis? Anything like that? That was actually on the broadcast radio.
Just the morning show and
really.
rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a guy in Dallas named Russ Martin that was like the king of Dallas FM talk radio for forever. Very popular. His show was on from like 3 to 7 every day. And it was, for me, it was like appointment listening for like 4 or 5 straight years, to where like I would get off at our work at 3 o'clock, and on the way home it would start, and I'd get home and turn on the radio, and I'd do stuff around my apartment while listening to that.
That's a good way to get stuff
And
done.
there was never, though, a way to, like, unless you were to pop in a cassette tape and hit record, like, you had to hear it live or you just missed it. And I was trying to explain this to my daughter the other day, and she just, I heard it too. Like, as I was saying it, I was like, oh, God, this sounds like I'm really old. Like, back in my day.
Do you remember how revolutionary TiVo was?
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, if you knew somebody with TiVo, that was some legit shit.
They
And that was
had
like
big
80
money.
hours.
Yeah.
That was like 80 hours. There was not a lot of memory on those things at all, but it was like, you can just watch
You did
anytime.
Like I got on the phone with like all my friends who I knew had TiVos and said, "Did you guys record the Super Bowl
Yeah, something.
with Janet
yeah.
Jackson?"
Well, even, like,
Just so I could rewind it.
Sure.
the ability to have a VCR that you could program to start recording on channel 4 at 8 o'clock or whatever, like that was hard. You had to know somebody that knew how to do that.
That was sketchy.
Yeah.
That was sketchy at best.
And then you rewound over that part and then re-recorded
Yep.
over that. Anyway, so okay, the thing that caused my like thought about this was Kesha, TikTok.
I don't know that song.
Yeah,
she leads off the song in the beginning like this. I woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. And I'm driving and I was like,
got my glasses. I'm out the door.
Feeling awfully.
I'm about
Never
to
mind. I
hit
don't
the
say it.
city.
exactly.
Oh, I know the whole song.
a great song.
I love Kesha.
That intro, apparently I looked it up. She did go back and change it.
Okay.
Re-record the intro after the
need
whole
to.
Diddy situation. Yeah. Maybe she was into the baby oil. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No, that's like the people talked about this a couple years ago, but the old song "Baby It's Cold Outside," and it's like that's got kind of a rapey vibe. Like when you hear it, it's not really appropriate. But I catch more stuff from like the '80s and '90s that I'll hear, and it's just like, oh, like there's certain words that were very okay to say back then.
I feel like they were more suggestive though, and less straightforward at times.
Eddie Murphy, it was either on Delirious or Raw, like one of his two big stand-ups. But he has a whole bit about a word that describes gay people that starts with an F. And, like, it's just going to town on that a while.
I think it was Raw.
I was watching it recently, and I remember the whole time I was just like, this is still funny, but also, like, if somebody put this out today, it would get canceled.
A comedian?
South Park did it.
Yeah, a comedian? I don't know.
South Park did it?
South
Yeah, but
Park
South
did-
Park did it in a way that was kind. They did it in a making fun of the word kind of way. Eddie Murphy was doing it in like a I'm not a blank kind of a way. The context was very
It's one
different.
of my favorite South Park clips of all time.
That's one of the
When
best
they're-
episodes.
It's like, okay, so the guy's driving a loud motorbike motorcycle down the road, and he pulls up and he revs his engine. What's that? What do you call that guy? And they all have to think, oh, I see where you're going with it.
When they're talking to like the city council, and the city council's like, this is making incredibly good sense.
Is it just me, or is this making incredibly good sense? He's like, he said, who said anything
really
about
does.
gay people? What are we
It
talking
really does. So,
Anyhow, yeah.
yeah, that's so it's been another month since we've recorded.
Has it been a month?
Yeah, I had to go out of town, and then I had to go out of town, and then I had to go out of town 3 weeks in a row.
My schedule hasn't been very open either.
It's the thick of sports seasons.
Last 5 days, we've had 4 basketball games, 8 soccer games, and a track meet.
I've been incredibly available, just so you guys know.
Thanks,
I've been waiting on the call to pod.
Yeah, the joys of
He's come
owning
when
a
we haven't even.
single child.
He's been coming over when we haven't even had podcasts.
Just
I
checking
felt
to
so
see.
bad. I felt so bad.
My heart sank sitting there yesterday. I was like,
What's right? I would have, in any other scenario, had that happen, I would have been a little upset about it. But Justin looked so genuinely like, I'm sorry. He's trying to figure out, like, should we still try to do it? Should we not? And he just looked panicked. And because I could read that on his face, I was like, dude, you're cool. Like don't worry about it. I'll go home.
when he texted me, honestly, I could have come too. I was just like, I really don't want to.
He was
I'm
like-
not in the mind scope of that. I'm not ready to do that right now.
I genuinely felt bad.
I did
It's
too.
okay. I forgive you, but I also maintain the right to bring this up for
Absolutely.
a while
I get
randomly.
that. I get that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kyle, you're in the clear. I'm not going to bring this up to you very much at all.
I
Very
don't know, but,
much.
okay, you remember like when we were kids and you rode your bike to your friend's house and you like rolled up front and you kind of looked and like waved and they're at the window and like they're like, I'm grounded. That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm grounded.
That felt very specific.
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot.
They just
I would just climb out the window.
They just didn't want to hang out with you.
That's fair.
They're like, no, we can't.
So when I was driving home, he sent me a text. It was like, "Hey man, I'm really sorry." And like I thought about being like, "Dude, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it." But instead, I sent him like a GIF of King of the Hill, just to hope. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let him sit in this for a little bit. So anyhow,
Sometimes gifts are just the perfect communication.
yeah, felt like that one was.
There are those people who use them too much, though.
That's also me.
Also me. Yeah. I am that person.
There's a guy at work we've only communicated for the past year in gifts. That's it.
I don't do it as much on text, but on Teams at work,
All the time.
They got a pretty good selection on there.
They have really good selection.
Yeah.
I feel like a GIF is my perfect response for like if a guy friend of mine says like, "Hey man, I love you" or something like that, and I'm like, I don't want to say it back, but I don't want to. It's a GIF, like boom, like just kind of I'll just send that, and that's good. I don't have to say something that's weird to say.
Why is it weird for you to tell your friends you love them?
I have one guy friend that we end every call with "I love you," and like it's normal because I've done that with him for years. But like if I were to leave here tonight and Kyle was like, "Bye, buddy, love you," I would be like, I would say it back, but I would love you, like it would come out.
Now I'm
very
just gonna
odd.
do I'm just gonna train you to it. So it's just like every time you'll be like, oh, okay, no, it's not weird. You do it every time, it's not weird.
I'm gonna yell it after soccer practice tomorrow.
Okay, at
across the
soccer,
field.
you know that there's no way to like embarrass me on that, right?
Fair.
Yeah, you.
Fair.
I've been doing this thing where I've been walking up behind certain dads and just hugging them, just arm around them, and it's funny to
good
see
start.
some people like put their hands on my arm and they're like, "Hey, sweetie," and others are like, "What the fuck?" Like they're not cool with it at all. So you learn a lot about somebody when you do that.
The ones that are acting all like that, though, they're also feeling a third poke. So
Yeah, just
The pooper. And he's tall. Could be in the mid back.
it could be mid back.
Could be mid back. Doesn't make it any more.
If it was Weston, it'd be between the shoulder blades.
So
No.
Yeah.
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 Sorry. Coach Matt's gonna watch this and say something.
yeah.
Nah, he won't say anything, Weston. Anyway,
Hey, I do have one. All I have tonight to talk about is the thing going on in the Middle East, but I have one like girl dad actual thing to ask you guys about.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm out of material.
Sure.
I think we've talked about like before, like what our kids are wearing, and like my kid trying to wear belly shirts a lot.
Belly
a
shirts
year or
were
two
a big
ago,
thing.
and I'm like, you're not leaving the house like that. So I've got a new wrinkle in this now. My kid isn't showing skin or anything, which I'm happy with, but her style, and I hope she doesn't hear me say this when she's watching it, but her
does
style.
she watch this?
We just talked about you putting your erection in the dude's butt.
You said that. I didn't say that.
I said
you
we.
didn't deny it.
I said we.
You didn't deny it.
As a group.
The problem is I play this stuff when I'm driving sometimes, and she might be in the back seat. I gotta hope the headphones are on.
That's fair.
Anyhow, her style is not my style. It's the way she's choosing to dress now, and I think it might be one of those where like this is how all the kids are dressing. It's very baggy, wide leg
The
jeans,
wide-legged jeans are all over.
oversized hoodie. It looks like back in my day, it would have been somebody who wore FUBU. Like that's kind of what I'm. Her personality doesn't scream that to me. But every day when she comes downstairs to go to school, I'm just like, do you have anything that fits? She's wearing my wife's hoodies daily now, and they're too big for her, and she likes that. Is there a way to have? Do I just need to let her be her, and this is the way she expressed? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, nothing that she's doing is inappropriate, so it's just one of those things. It'll run its course.
I'd rather the clothes swallowing the child than like the. Is that painted on?
She went to, which I think one of your wives I've seen post about it on Facebook, but they went to a place called like Uptown Resale type place.
Probably both of them. Yeah.
Anyhow, they went there and she came home with a jersey. It was like a football jersey that said Brooklyn 90, 99 or 91 on the front. It's a Brooklyn jersey. Sure. And she was like, "Dad, look!" She was so excited. And I was like, "What is that for? Like, are you gonna wear that?" And the very next day, she comes downstairs in like wide leg jeans and like a baby blue Brooklyn jersey. And I was just like, I don't know why. Like,
Abby has a very similar outfit to that. It's a Ford Mustang, like football style jersey, and she'll wear the wide legged. And she wore it to picture day.
Okay,
so
it's Jinkos are making their way back too.
Yeah, they're expensive as hell now.
It's all cyclical though, because Abby used to do the like, I'm gonna see how tight this shirt can get on my abdomen thing, and now it's just all cyclical.
Yeah,
I fight this a lot less.
The problem is we're at a school that like. It's a public school, but it's like the ritzier public school in our area.
Yeah.
So when I'm dropping my kid off in the morning, I see all these little girls getting out that look like little princesses. They're wearing little skirts and their hair's all done pretty. And like, it looks like their mom put together their outfit for them and made them look cute for the day to run in. And then my kid gets out looking like a skater punk. And I'm just like,
she's probably the coolest kid there.
Yeah. All right. My wife had the same advice that I just, let her express herself.
Yeah.
Again, I'm having issues with it.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't even know if this is expression as much as this is what other people are doing, and I'm just in. I'm in for now.
Yeah. So my teenager's been real teenager attitude-y.
That goat is losing it.
Yeah, that goat is loud right now. But yeah, she is testing my patience.
Okay.
With the attitude. I simply over here, I made some dinner and I was like, hey, she's turned the TV on, and I simply asked, is your room clean?
Ooh.
And then remote thrown, TV turned off, and I was like, pump the brakes, dude. Like, what's with the attitude? And I said, look, here's the deal. I think you're mature enough to decide when you clean your room. I was going to just say, hey, I'd like to have it cleaned before tomorrow. You decide when you want. Do you want to stay up late cleaning your room? Do you want to, do you need to chill and just watch TV? I get that. What's with the attitude? Is Abby getting...
Shit, I've been dealing with this since she was 8.
That's fair. Okay.
Is it like, and I'm more on when it comes to little girls here, is this just the different hormones that are hitting at this point in their lives? And
it's about that time.
I've been warned by my wife that when this starts to hit in my house, she keeps telling me, like, you have to understand, like, the way that her hormones are going to be hitting her, blah, blah, blah. You can't get mad at her. And I'm like, well, she's being a B word. I'm going to be mad at her. Like,
you can't deal with disrespect. I don't care what they're going through.
They're going through something, but that doesn't mean you get to be disrespectful.
I don't want to say I don't care what they're going through because any certain day something can happen that can really throw them off their game. But when it becomes like a consistent, I'm 14, so I can get away with no.
Yeah.
Nope. Now with Abby, it was actually a little bit easier, and the communication's gotten better, probably because I was trained at such a young age with her. With Carter, it's going to hit me like a fucking freight train.
Gotcha.
It's going to hit me
So
like a
basically,
freight train.
you're already coming out the other side with the oldest one.
Yeah.
You've already
So
been
like yesterday, she was just after her soccer game, she was being a little snarky and just for no reason, like kind of just aggressive in her responses. And I'm like, Abby, chill out. She goes, "Urgh." Okay.
Nice.
And that was it. And she stopped. And I'm like, I thought I actually pissed her off because she growled at me. And then she's like, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
And was moved on. I'm like, okay.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you. Here's ice cream.
So maybe I've also been irritable.
That's something you got to watch out for too, because we go through, even though our hormones aren't like this, like they used to be, we still have shitty days and tough weeks and busy times too. So
Yeah.
I would say the best thing with that is if you can identify, like that's my big, like there's days where I'm an hour into work and I'm like, God, that's 3 assholes in a row. And then it'll kind of hit me and I'm like, hold on.
Wait a minute.
I might be the common denominator.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
did I wake up in a bad mood this morning? And like, I feel like if you can identify it sometime early in the day, and at least then you know, like, okay, I'm a little pissy today, and I'm going to try to, the people that refute, no, you're the one that's being stupid. And it's like, I'm going to do some reflection there, buddy.
Yeah. So that was my girl dad topic. We also still have to talk about Anthropic. Because you did a ton of research on it, anticipating us. Also, we are sending people to the moon in like 5 days now.
I don't know.
We are what?
I know
Sending people to the
soon.
moon in like 5 days.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Claude's just taking them.
Claude, yep.
Jump on my back.
I feel like the AI stuff, like every week, I think I'm like, okay, I kind of know what I want to say here. And then more stuff keeps happening. And I'm at the point now where it's like,
Dude, it's getting weird out there.
It
Felt like AI came. It turned into a smarter search engine for the everyday user.
Yeah.
And now it's just not that. And within like, it was that for a long time, and now it's just not that. I've seen people do things that would take years and degrees to be able to pull off just with simple prompts.
Yeah.
It's getting freaky out there.
It's a large language model right now. It is still like the infancy of what AI is going to be.
Yeah.
But it is exponential growth.
but I think some companies are being way too dependent on it right now. Because like Amazon, I've seen in the news a lot this week. They fired a bunch of their like coders and stuff because the AI can just write the code. And now they've had like 5 like critical system failures or something like that within a short period of time. That's because the AI.
There's a theory. My coworker I work with all the time, he's a really smart dude, and he's like, so many of these companies, we're going to have some of the lowest employment rates for the next like 5 years, and then we're just going to have a massive tech boom because all of these companies who are relying on this stuff realize they fucked up.
I think
They can't control these systems with a click of a button. You have to have someone doing it.
Yeah.
you would think that right now, though, as we're seeing real examples of this would cause some of these companies to pause and maybe hold off on laying people off for now till they see what shakes out at Amazon. Or
Like, was it Square? I can't remember the name of the company, but
Square's the one that the guy that's Jack that started Twitter.
Yes.
He had started it.
Yeah.
Then he laid up, what was it, like 60% of his
It was
workforce?
about 50%.
And he basically said, I could have done this like in groups over the next year, but I kind of figured rip off the Band-Aid, and he just fired them all at once. So, and to back up, I do want to, Anthropic is a very good case study in all this. Real quick, Anthropic, Claude, from what our government thinks, Claude is the most advanced AI right now.
For our side, I think it is too.
Yeah, so like our Pentagon, lots of parts of our government were basically testing to see which AI they wanted to bring in, and Claude won almost all of them. So Claude is heavily involved in our government, especially at the Pentagon. After the Venezuela raid, where we went in and kidnapped the president of Venezuela, I guess they found out a couple weeks later that it appeared Claude was being used for like offensive capabilities in that raid. And part of their like 2 red lines that they've got, when you do a contract with them, it's very clear you can't use it for mass domestic surveillance, which is already illegal. 4th Amendment, you can't do that, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then you can't use it for fully autonomous killing drones. Basically, there has to be a human somewhere involved in the chain. They found out somehow that maybe that wasn't being honored, so they went to the Pentagon and said, hey, these are our 2 red lines. We just want to make sure you're not doing this, are you? And the Pentagon basically said, hey, we'll do whatever we want with your AI, and you can't tell us what to do and what not to do. So they never denied it. We don't know. Seems like they did do it in Venezuela.
Sure.
Anyhow, it turned into a standoff for like a week where like Trump and Hegseth were basically saying like they have till 5 o'clock Friday to agree to let us do whatever the hell we want, or else they deemed him a supply chain risk. It's basically meant to like kill that company.
Sure.
I'll say this, Anthropic stuck to their guns. Friday at 5 came and went, and Trump designated them a supply chain risk. What's interesting is so many people were happy that Anthropic stood up for that people were uninstalling or unsubscribing to like ChatGPT and all the other ones. And the downloads or installs or whatever for Anthropic have been just number one for the past couple of weeks because everybody's going to them because they have some.
Because they actually have morals?
Some, yeah. By the way, when that happened, both Sam Altman, I think he runs...
Or fear of arrest.
What's that?
Or fear of arrest.
Yeah. One or the other.
Because if you're complicit, if you know they're doing it and you don't stop it,
yeah,
you're also
liable.
Yeah. And guess what? Not even just this administration, but any administration will be like, oh, Jim.
You don't give up this kind of power. Whoever comes in next, left or right, is going to be like, ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
When all this happened, OpenAI, which is Sam Altman, and Elon with Grok, they both were like, ooh, like pick me. We'll let you do whatever you want. You can do fully. And they were trying to sell the government on using them, and the government ended up picking OpenAI. The people that do OpenAI, which I think is ChatGPT.
Yes.
They get like the customers got upset about this. So Sam Altman came out and said, hey, we hear you, and we have the same red lines that Anthropic had. And the government was like, no, they don't. like they don't. So anyhow, and to take that a step further, like within the last week, the head of robotics at OpenAI quit on the spot and put out like an open letter to everybody and basically said, yeah, we're developing fully autonomous killing weapons. Like no human will be in the loop. Everybody should be freaked out. Like there's so many red flags everywhere. And like 90% of society is just plugging along, not paying attention. And it's like, this is really bad.
Where's John Connor?
That's coming, dude. Like Skynet. Like I feel like
Skynet's already here.
Fully autonomous. It scares me. And then did you guys see the school that we blew up in Iran, like at the very beginning of the war?
First day.
And I guess today the Pentagon confirmed that was us, our Tomahawk. But it turns out like we had, and it was Claude because they basically got rid of Anthropic, but then they basically said we have 3 months to phase it out. So they're still using Claude. So they had Claude going through and picking military targets and then prioritizing them. And then at the very end of all this, there was like one person that had to look at the list and be like, okay, yep, I signed off on that. Mm-hmm. So they're not, Lord knows how many targets are on each list, but they're not going through and double checking all this. Sure. And like one of the places they hit that gave this away was there's a park right outside of Tehran that's called Police Park. It's not a police station. There's benches and a soccer field there. And they hit it with like a 2,000-pound missile or something like that.
Got it.
And it was just because police was in the name. AI is very well known to do shit like that.
I mean, maybe they were just like, F your recreation and fun.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Also, I've personally asked Claude to research things, and it will come back and say something, and I'm like, it won't say, I think, or this is probably true. No, it'll say this. This is true. Yeah. This is the thing. My coworker has a list, and then you challenge it and say, no, show me where you found that. And it's like, you caught me. So it'll say, you caught me. I made that up.
Really? I've seen examples. I've seen videos of this online, and you'll be like, "Hey, that's not right, is it?" And be like, "Actually, you're right. This isn't. That wasn't correct.
This isn't verified."
And it's like, well, you just said it pretty damn confidently. I don't know. I'm definitely becoming.
Or did you read it confidently?
No, they say it confidently because I like sometimes using Copilot's better about that. He's like, I can't confirm this, but based on these other facts, this is what I'm assuming. Claude will say, "This happens. This is the truth."
Yeah,
and you're like, are you sure? Send me a link, and it'll be like, I can't do that.
In almost every other area of society, like if something's happening, Y2K, weird stuff. Like I'm the guy that's kind of like, I'm not going to panic about this. I feel like right now I'm becoming like an alarmist about AI and the direction we're heading, and it's really bothering me that like nobody else cares or is concerned.
I guess it's not even I share your concern. I just know that I can't do anything about it.
Okay.
I choose to lean the way that like Ray Kurzweil's talking and Sam something or other. They're talking about like what's coming with AI. Seems good.
Yeah, I think
like universal basic income. Okay, so here like you're not like happens. That. Like you're not okay. So essentially, the theory that is presented by Kurzweil is it's going to bring a time of creativity in humans because we won't be focused on having to go do work. Like with the time that we will be doing work, we can then explore other creative things. I'm saying that there's a potential for that.
Sure. I think that will definitely happen.
Yes.
Would you guys agree that
do I
there's
get
going to
paid?
be a period in between now and that where things get really bad?
Dicey? Oh,
and
yeah.
it's got to hit that point where like people are starving and living in the streets for them to then give us universal basic. I think that it's going to have to get.
No, I don't think they care about people living in the streets.
Ah, man.
Look at LA.
Look at the people living in the streets, for example.
I worry
one.
that there's going to be a lag where the government's going to fail to respond to what's really happening in America and around the world. I don't think it's just our government. I think around the world, this is going to be a problem.
Probably, but what other countries, European countries, maybe Australia, that are even allowing the
China.
civilian use?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I know government use they are, but I don't know what kind of guardrails or restrictions they can put on.
I don't even know if China is like the public's allowed to have computers.
I think they are. I know they are. It's just, are they allowed?
Their internet is heavily
Yes.
monitored.
Yeah, they can't like get on
guardrails.
American internet.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm wondering, like, how are they going to let those people just have Claude to be like, go research this for me?
It'll be a different version.
Their AI is called DeepSeek, and I got to believe they have some kind of domestic DeepSeek that has all kinds of guardrails where
That's possible, but they can't just go to any open source
Yeah.
like we're using here. So
It'll go to an open source that's nice for
that's
communism.
open source for them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's very North Korean.
You have to look at that like even from our government standpoint though. Like is our AI telling us the truth or is it telling us the American version of the truth?
Damn, I only research American things.
Yeah.
So now that I think about it.
I only ask for measurements in, the imperial system.
I'm just saying the internet has granted people access to kind of look at things from a different perspective. Look at it from the North Vietnamese perspective, whatever it is, and then you realize like, oh, like I still feel good about what America did here, but I can also see how the other side felt a certain way. Whatever it is, we now have that ability, and I feel like the scariest thing is they're talking about making AI a utility, and people are trying to say this would be a good thing. This scares the crap out of me. Basically, the government would take over AI and make it free for everyone to use because it'll be a utility, not a service. But then the government's controlling the flow of information for real. Like that's like the ultimate. Where it's like that's scary.
Yeah.
They don't like. I guess when you mean utility, kind of like roadways and stuff.
Yeah,
like
so-
tax money is covering it.
Yes.
Gotcha. Have y'all ever considered, just because you said history books, y'all ever thought about like going to Vietnam and getting one of their history books, just like textbooks?
You don't have to now. Like you can do that online. Honestly.
Well, I just like not
you don't
just
have to go.
research. I just don't go there, but I mean like actually getting a book that they're teaching their history.
Give me your books.
Yeah, your little guy.
I went and robbed some Vietnamese
Yes,
kids.
because ours are obviously histories written by the winners, but I would assume that in Vietnam they're not using, whatever publishers got here in the United States for our history books. They're using theirs.
I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like it'd be awesome to go there and actually like hear it from one of them.
That's what I mean.
But you can do that. Like YouTube's got that. Like,
do they?
On every conflict you can imagine, you can go online and really easily see that. Like, oh, here's the German perspective, and here's why they felt like right now with Iran. And I fully feel that Iran, the leader Ayatollah Khomeini that we killed, or that Israel killed, he was a bad guy and he shouldn't be in power. Fully get that. Not even going to argue that. But when you look at just the average Iranian person and what they've lived through, what they've been brought up and brainwashed on, like it's real easy to put yourself in a spot where they're like, oh yeah, America is the great Satan to them. Like America, their whole life has been trying to hurt them in one way or another. So they look at us as
We bombed a school.
Are they wrong?
Like, I mean,
pre that. Yeah.
I mean, even if you were on the fence about it,
Yeah.
then you're starting to see people pass away and like that. Yeah, they're evil.
That's because of all the stuff we're finding out from different countries' perspectives. There's the memes that go around like, are we the bad guys? Those things.
Yeah.
Like my thing on that is like, oh, we're not necessarily the bad guys, but we're not the good guys. Like there's not a good guy and a bad guy thing. Like from each perspective, everybody thinks they're the good guys.
We're definitely the bully.
Right now we are.
We are
flexing.
definitely the bully. Like there was this guy talking about it. He said, "You have a teenage daughter, then you're living with a bully." And I was like, "Tell me more. This
Yeah.
is interesting." And he said, "Do they Ask you for money they didn't earn. Bully. And I'm like, yep, 100%. Do they take food that they didn't buy? Bully. And I'm like, yes, 100%. Do they make you feel uncool for no reason at all, just to hurt your feelings? I'm like, they absolutely do.
Frequently.
We live with bullies. Do you know that?
Do you do what they say because you know if you don't, they're going to make your life more miserable?
Yeah, bully.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that I think we're just the bully. Like, do what we want, or we are going to make your life miserable.
Yep.
And then you're going to do what we want.
Mm-hmm. And some countries hold out for a really long time. And Iran is one of those countries. North Korea.
Iran is going to keep going.
Dude,
They're going to not stop.
Do you guys know about their new leader, the Ayatollah's son?
A little bit.
Just for the
One of us run off.
So no, we killed the leader.
Okay.
Right off the bat, one of the first strikes, we killed him. His son. His son.
He was at home.
His son was at the same house. He was a couple rooms over. He lived. On that initial strike, his father, mother, sister, wife, and only son were killed in that strike. And now he's the leader.
Nice.
How do you think he feels about America?
I mean, maybe his wife was really a naggy.
His own son, his only son.
Yeah. And they have the third largest army in the world.
I think so, but
that's what they advertise.
Army size, but
they got like sticks and stones. Like
no, they got better than that because they're inflicting maximum damage on Tel Aviv right now. Like it's interesting. The only thing that I'll say about this is for the last several months, they've let it be known that if we attack them, they're going to make this drawn out and last a long time and be as painful as they can to America. And the only way that they can really do that is economically. Yep. So they said this a lot. And I guess we thought they were bluffing, but now it's 100% setting up that way. We're like, apparently we have reached out through Oman to figure out like what would they need in order to get some ceasefire going on. And they basically are telling us to F off.
I'm out.
They said the other day they're not going to let this end till at least after the midterms. Like they're going to keep striking. So
I just saw on Reddit we've spent 11.3 billion.
6 days.
I think that's probably a low estimate, but because
it keeps going up.
They're not calculating like how much did it cost to move 2 carrier strike groups over there, like all that flying all the plane. They're just talking about munitions we dropped. Yeah, the operating cost. I don't know what a B-2 stealth bomber costs to fly from, where were they at, Nebraska or Missouri or something like that?
Missouri.
Fly them from Missouri to Iraq and back. What do you think the operating cost per hour is on that?
Millions?
I'm just guessing.
Let's ask Claude.
It's probably not going to give you the accurate answer.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
I don't have Claude on my phone.
Anyhow,
I was ready for it. Well, let's not talk about war. I've been chafing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have a chafing thing?
A weird season, though?
I don't, yeah.
The dryness.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy, and anybody you ever meet with bigger thighs definitely knows about chafing.
Yeah. Monkey. Like, Gold Bond.
So that's what I was getting. Have either of you guys ever, like, on a regular basis, used baby powder or Gold Bond?
Gold Bond.
No.
After every shower.
Okay.
The medicated. I made a mistake and used the medicated Gold Bond one time.
Burn?
Like, with the mint. Oh, man.
See?
That was almost as bad as icy hot on the balls.
I've never used anything like that. And, like, I've got a buddy that can't, like, if he comes to visit and he forgot it, like, we're going to Walgreens right away so we can get it. He can't not have it. And I'm just like, am I totally missing out?
I feel like I
you can
might
use
be
cornstarch.
I feel like I might be
I've seen
missing out.
that. What's that?
I feel like I might be missing out.
You are. Dude, it's wonderful.
Next episode, we'll bring some Gold Bond. We'll all put
teach
some
me
on
how to
right before
apply
the
it?
show.
You have to put it on me, and I'll put it on you.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to show me how to apply it.
Yeah.
That's
In my gang box, when I was working in the field as an electrician, August is hot and humid. I was wearing, fire retardant clothing. So long sleeves, buttoned down to here, long pants, all cotton, like nothing breathable. Man, there was every single gang box had baby powder. And it was every, 15 minutes, just open up the pants and drop it in there and kind of.
it's like a concrete mixer.
If you put it in the back and you rip one though, it's like poof. It's awesome. It's really fun.
Yeah, nope. All right. Well, between now and next week, I'm going to do a review on Gold Bond. Let you guys know how I feel about it.
I mean, just walk past any old person, they're gonna smell like baby powder, and they're on to something.
Well, that's like my memory of this is a bad memory. When I was younger, me and my dad would go to a gym. We'd play racquetball and stuff. And at the end, my dad would. As a young man, this is weird, but my dad would be like, "Come on, let's go get in the sauna." And you'd go get in the sauna with a bunch of just really old men that were spread eagle,
out, yeah.
They're proud of what they got.
Their balls go to the floor.
Anyhow, getting out of that, when we'd be getting dressed and all that, there'd always be some old guy in there totally naked, pouring an ungodly amount of baby powder Gold Bond and then trying to slop it up under there, and the smoke is everywhere. Mm-hmm. That's my memory, and I think that turned me off to the idea of ever using one of those.
It's fantastic.
I'm scarred and I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That sounds rough.
Yeah.
There are the old guys at those gyms who just walk around naked.
Sure.
Part of me respects like the confidence they have.
Yeah.
And I always wondered as I get older, would I become one of those guys? And I'm not.
I don't know that it's confidence. I think it's a lack of caring. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Could not care any less.
What if that happens at female locker rooms?
I think they're always naked.
Okay.
They just don't they don't care from the get-go.
That's how you'd like to visualize it?
That's how every
Pillow fights.
movie I've seen has indicated it is.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know. Yeah, it's a good thing.
I'm completely out of topics now. What do you guys got?
That was it. I met
He's
chafing.
chafing?
Was my main goal.
Definitely get maybe we can be sponsored by Gold Bond.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Everyone's sponsored by Dude Wipes nowadays.
they are.
Dude
Some
wipes are
use
one
them.
of the greatest inventions ever
Have you
made.
used them?
For a while I had dude wipes in my truck nonstop. They are the best.
Shitting in your truck?
No, they're the best for probably for taking care of what Gold Bond would take care of, for just cleaning up down there. In general,
So you freshen up. You know you're about to get a.
yeah, so back in the day, if I had been out and about, and I probably could have used a shower, but it appeared that it was going to be a good night for me with the lady, I would do a quick dude wipe bath. And it's funny because I did this for a while, and eventually my wife was like, by the way, like, I can taste the dude wipe. And I was like, oh, my bad. Like,
Yeah, I bet that doesn't taste good.
yeah, so,
Not my problem.
yeah.
That's right.
No, dude wipes are excellent.
Interesting.
Which, as I feel like dads or men that have never had a child don't know how awesome baby wipes can be in general. Like, it's one of those, like, kind of you have to go through that process of, and it's like, oh man, even when my kid's older, like, I still want to have baby wipes around all the time. They just come in handy.
They really do. They work better than napkins too. Like
Yeah.
if you're eating, like we got beards. Okay, we have beards, and so they get the whatever drips in here out really well.
Yeah.
This has been one of my concerns. Is like, am I going to go into a meeting with like egg yolk?
I think I would stress out about with a beard.
You would stress out about having a beard?
Yeah, I think it's just maybe because I've just never had one. But I feel like if there was food in it or whatever, I'd just be fucking with it all the time.
I often wonder, like, how often there's food in my beard that I don't know about. Because if I'm with my wife, she'll point out, she'll be like, hey, there's something in your beard there. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I didn't even feel that. But that makes me think, like, when I'm out without her, like, how often am I running around with just sauce?
I'm very like this a lot when I can't see myself,
Okay, yeah.
especially if I'm eating.
Is the goat overtaking the podcast?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can hear that. Probably not.
You want to know how I know I'm getting old? I have no clue what goat you guys. I can't hear shit. And maybe it's one of those decibel things. Maybe I'm just deaf. Maybe that's why I haven't heard it. You guys keep talking about the goat, and in my head I'm just like nodding. I'm like, yeah, the goat.
No, you can.
I can't hear it. Okay, I heard. It sounds like a ringing almost.
Yeah,
Is that a goat? Okay.
Yeah, that's a goat.
Yeah, he's just out there yelling.
Yep, they are both out there.
Bring him
yelling.
in.
Please no. 2 weeks.
So
2 weeks.
I like the goats, but I don't have to deal with them all the time.
They stink.
are they your goats permanently yet or not?
No, they are 2 weeks. They're
Okay.
gone in 2 weeks. Confirmed. They already have a shed. All I have to do is go build a fence.
Okay.
I volunteered to do that this weekend.
Just to get them out of here.
Yes, I will go build the fence now.
Is everybody in the house sick of the goats yet, or is it just you?
Me and the kids are.
Okay. My favorite, you'll appreciate this. Soccer game 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm standing there with a couple of soccer dads. The Rays haven't made it yet. Justin's out of town. And all of a sudden, like, a bunch of, like, little girls from all the teams were, like, running by us to go towards the door. And I didn't really notice it. And then one of the dads was like, oh, somebody brought goats in here. And as I was turning, I was like, who would bring goats? And then I was like, oh, it's the Rays. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
They were wearing diapers and pajamas.
Pajamas, yeah.
So
And have harnesses.
every kid there was thrilled. So
They are super cute.
They are cute and hilarious. Now I could see living with them 7 days a week would be, but when they're just standing there and they're like, nothing's going on, jump 6 feet in the air.
And
It
then
cracks me.
look
It
what-
cracks me up.
Look what I
every
can do.
time. I think it's the funniest thing. They entertain me, but I don't live with them 7 days a week. So
Yeah, I do.
you should watch the goats for him for a couple days just to see.
I should what?
Don't.
Say babysit the goats for a couple days. Take them to your house. See how it goes.
They are
I had
masters of
nothing to
taking
do,
off the
I-
diapers.
If I didn't have anything to do, I wouldn't mind at all. But that's never happening. I had nothing this weekend. I had nothing. I had
free weekend?
games. I had nothing. And the new competitive basketball team reached out and they're like, "Hey, one of our toughest tournaments is next weekend. We're going to get some runs. We're going to get some scrimmages together this weekend. Is Abby available? Shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine. Okay. Fine.
That like once a year, I end up with a weekend where my wife's like, "Hey, me and the kid are going to go out of town this weekend. Will you be okay here by yourself?" And oh my gosh, it's like the greatest moment. I'm just like, yes, I will. I love my family, but like, yeah, you're going to be gone all weekend. Like, oh my, I don't know if you do this, Kyle, but I always do this thing where at first I've got big plans. Friday night, I'm going to go downtown. I'm going to get some drinks. I'm going to get some oysters. Saturday night, it ends up that I'm on the couch most of the time.
Absolutely. On my phone, watching a game and doing absolutely nothing, probably with a drink in my hand.
It hits a point where I'm just like, yeah, it's a little late to go downtown.
But it's so peaceful when you're there by yourself.
Yeah.
I would just play Magic the whole time.
Yeah, it's so peaceful when you're there. But you can do whatever the hell you want. You want to play Magic? You want to play video games? You want to watch a movie? Doesn't matter. You can do those things when they're there. It just feels wrong.
You can do it guilt-free when they're not there. Because if you're playing a phone, I play games on my phone. If you're playing a game on your phone and your wife's back there walking around cleaning the kitchen, doing dishes, like, some guilt. Even if she's not mad at you, there's still some guilt.
Like, I should be an adult and help.
Yeah.
So the family went on a 3-week road trip a couple years ago.
Yep.
And I was thinking the exact same, like, oh, this is going to be fantastic. 14 days. Day 2, I was like, I have cleaned everything in this house. And
it's still clean.
There's nothing left for me to do. That's when I ended up making a bunch of like food videos, like pickling quail eggs. And
the best video you ever made.
Yeah. And then it just got like, well, what else can I do? I know, I'll search stuff for my wife's thing. And then I started playing Magic and I was like, I should probably clean.
Now, the one thing I never do when my wife's gone, my wife and kid are gone for a weekend, is I never do anything to benefit the house. Like, it's all about me at that point. Like, I'm going to,
14 days is a very long time.
14 days, then might change the...
I did watch all of Squid Game.
Okay. Still haven't seen it.
It was good.
It's solid.
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked. Yesterday, today's the 11th, yesterday, season 2 of One Piece live action came out on Netflix.
Don't know what that is.
It's the longest running anime.
Okay.
It's hot right now.
Hold on. Anime is different than like animated.
Correct. Japanese version where there's like blood, gore, sex, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, One Piece isn't much like that. It's essentially the Age of Pirates, but they're on their 1800th episode.
Good Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hot right now. So like even the cards, like Pokemon cards, Magic cards, you're starting to hear One Piece cards are getting up there. Do you guys watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
What was that?
That is the best show I've seen. It's only 6 episodes. Every one of them's like 30, 40 minutes. So it's almost like a movie. They just broke up once a week. It's great. Now, I don't know if either one of you guys are Game of Thrones people. This is a pre-version that has nothing. It's nothing like Game of Thrones.
What streaming service are we talking?
HBO.
Okay, I got that.
Night of, like KNIGHT?
Yeah.
Of Seven
Kingdoms.
It's
the best show I've seen in years.
Okay.
Since Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Speaking of Ted Lasso, okay, let me get with you guys on this. I think we've covered this in the past. New season of Ted Lasso is coming out. I'm very excited about. You guys have seen the trailer. It's a girls' team he's coaching this time.
I don't even know if I've seen the trailer, but it is my favorite show of all time. So I'm gonna.
Because I saw the new ones coming out, because I only ever watched it once through. Like me and my wife watched it together. Normally if a show's good, I've seen it through several times. So when I saw that a month ago, I was like, I should go back and watch it. So I went back and rewatched it, and I'm really stuck here because I think that if my daughter were to watch those three seasons, it would make her a better teammate, a better leader, a better person. All these so many good lessons there that like things that I try to talk to her about that the show would do better than me. But there's just
just a touch. Even the cussing and stuff, I don't think would bother you.
It's the sexual stuff.
There's a little bit. It goes a little bit over the board on some of it every now and then. Abby watches it. Of course, she's
but your youngest, has your youngest watched it?
No.
Okay. And
so what I did was I would watch it. It used to come out Wednesday night at like 8:00. I would watch it. I would stay up and watch it, and then I would see what happened in that episode, and if everything was good, I'm like, okay, let's watch.
Okay.
If it wasn't, then I'd be like, okay, you can watch, but I'm going to tell you when I'm pausing it and going forward.
Yeah.
That's what, like, I watched it this time with a critical eye to see, like, okay, how close are we to my kid watching this? And, like, so I don't mind Roy Kent saying the F word and all that, but, like, there's times where Roy is going down on Keely and stuff like that. It's like, if she used to be like, hey, what's that? Like, I'm going to leave the room and hope my wife can fill in that because I'm not.
Tying her shoes.
There was a gummy shark there.
Yeah.
He was tying her shoes.
I don't know. I wish they made like a kid version, like the same show, but edit out some of those parts.
It's literally so few and far between. There'll be like 5 episodes where there's nothing, and then you'll just be sitting there and you'll be like, oh, she's
cover your
masturbating.
eyes.
Like,
what?
Cover your eyes.
I feel like the message of that show would benefit children a lot.
Yeah. It's a great show.
Yeah.
What if we made Jed Lasso?
I was thinking Fred, but
Fred Lasso?
Fred Tasso.
So I'm not
Fred Tassel?
That sounds like a porno now,
Okay.
so we're getting further away.
I'm not trying to put this all on you two, but at the rate that we have time to podcast, we can start working on that, sure.
Thank you.
And in like 20 years, we might have an episode.
We have one episode.
Yeah. So I started teaching this new leadership class at work, and in one of the things I quote Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Because we're talking about being able to listen and actually like understand your people. And I said, rather than I just want to quote my favorite coach of all time: "Be curious, not judgmental."
I have that poster sitting at my desk at work.
Yeah. And I felt really good about that. I also talked about this OODA loop. Have y'all ever heard of an OODA loop?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, that sounds made
It's
up.
a decision making process. So there was a fighter.
I honestly
pilot.
thought it was an Asian food at first. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. It's like Fruit Loops, but
OODA loops, yeah.
OODA loops. It was a decision-making process that a fighter pilot made back in like the 60s. He was like an ace, very good at it. And it essentially is observe, orient, decide, and act. And the premise is if you can do those 4 steps faster than the other fighter pilot, you're going to win the dogfight. And if you can work your loop into their loop, they are now reacting to you when
step
you're already a step behind. So they're a step behind.
Sorry, say it again.
Observe, orient, decide, act.
Okay.
And so the analogy that I use professionally at work is Taco Bell.
Okay.
So you observe as you're rolling up the Taco Bell drive-thru that your stomach is starting to rumble. And it's like, hey, bro, you remember what happened last time. Like you got way too much. That double-decker taco supreme from the 90s menu kind of blew up your toilet.
87 cents back then.
87 cents back then, yes. And then you orient yourself based on previous experiences of like, yeah, I did have like wicked stomach cramps. And no one could go in that bathroom for a good 45 minutes. And then you decide, worth it, full send, and you act.
And then the loop comes.
And then the loop comes back around. You observe, that was a terrible choice, shouldn't have done that. You orient, I've been here before. Do I have dude wipes in the truck?
Yeah.
Can I make it home? I got about a 13-minute timer. You clench. Those types of things. And that's the OODA loop.
Okay. So
having to poop while you're driving, but the worst. Not far enough away where you're like, I'll stop. This is not a problem. Because you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
I want to try not to take us all the way down the road into defecating, but I feel like we're heading that way.
We are.
So last week or the week before, I got to go out to Podunk little town northwest of here. Grey Horse, I think. Something like that. Grey Horse. Anyhow,
Isn't that a Lord of the Rings?
Never heard of that place before.
it's out by Hominy.
Okay. Heard that one.
Okay. Anyhow, a
Isn't
buddy
that
of mine.
a thing that you make chickpeas?
Yeah, it probably sounds right. But
That's an OODA loop.
a buddy of mine is rerunning for Congress. He's already a congressman for the Osage Nation, and it's time to get reelected. So he was doing like a campaign kickoff, and he let me come. And he kind of said, he was like, hey, he's like, this is supposed to be only for the people of this community. So if anybody asks, say you're Osage. So I didn't. When it happened, I fell apart. But anyhow.
Didn't you like prepare for that too?
I'm an imposter.
I did. I totally like had like my whole story going, and nobody asked me for like the first 30 minutes. And then when I was in line getting food, one of the people serving food was like, so, how are you? And I was just like, oh, I'm not. I'm friends with Eli. And like I panicked and like just got out of there. Anyhow,
Threw Eli under the bus
yeah,
real quick.
I did. Anyhow,
I'm a paid actor.
as he's doing his speech, there's cake for later, and when he mentioned cake, everybody's like, ooh. But like the second to last thing he said, and he was like, hey, little surprise for y'all. I have meat pies for everybody as you guys head out the door tonight. And like the place erupted. Meat pies! Like people were thrilled. I had no clue what was going on. I was just like, okay. So
Had you never had a meat pie?
Never had a meat pie. I'd never even heard of a meat pie.
Have you heard of meat pies?
So
Yeah,
Have you had the ones that bread makes?
I think so.
Dude, they are off the hook. I bet if she made it with sourdough, it would be
I
like.
think so.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
anyhow, the guy that I'm sitting near was the guy was there to see his cousin I'm sitting near. And he's the guy that's running for Congress. And I hate to be like this, but like he's one of those where you wouldn't place him as Native American.
Sure.
His cousin is 100. Whoa, that guy's Native American. So I'm sitting there talking to him, and immediately I'm asking him, I'm like, what is a meat pie? And he's like, you're in for a treat tonight. And I'm like, okay. And I keep trying to ask what a meat pie is, and nobody's giving me a straight answer. So finally,
tell us in the chat what you think of a meat pie. It's not the chat, but the comments.
I honestly pictured like a little mini pot pie that was like, instead of chicken, it was like ground beef or something. Or some kind of meat. Goat. I don't know why.
Seems reasonable.
But
Goat?
So the way that they described it was it's, like the Hostess fruit pies that you get?
Yeah.
They were like, it's one of those, but like homemade and filled with meat. And I kept asking what kind of meat. Nobody would tell me. And finally somebody was like, it's like hamburger meat and soot. And they said soot. S-U-T is what I heard. And I was like, soot. The only way I ever hear soot is in like
Chimneys.
stuff that's bad for you. Yeah, like it's
Like
all sooty.
chimney
That's not
soot.
good.
You got a chimney sweep getting all the soot
And
out, from Mary Poppins.
I asked 3 times, soot? And they were like, yeah, soot. Later I found out it's suet, which I also don't know what that is.
Yeah, no.
it's fat.
So lard is what I
Lard,
later found
which
out.
is fat.
So he tells me what it is. I don't understand, and I'm just happy because everybody else is happy. And it's
I'm happy for you.
It's an hour and 40-minute drive home from this place. So as the guy running for office that I know is handing out meat pies, and as I come through, he hands me and he like pulls me in and he goes, "Don't eat this till you get like 10 minutes from home." And I was like, "What? Why?" And he goes, "Trust me, don't eat this unless you want to have a mess in your pants." And I was like, "Whoa, okay." So like, and then as I'm halfway home, he texts me and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to let me know how your stomach handles that meat pie." So now I'm like, this is a challenge. Like,
Did you eat it? Like okay.
So my thought was, okay, I don't want to have an accident in my pants in my truck. I'm also dry. I took a friend's wife, so it's me and her, and to have to like pull over and go in and destroy a bathroom with her in the car, I was like, I don't want to. So I just made small talk the whole way home. He did tell me through a text that if I'm going to reheat it, don't do it in the microwave, do it in like a toaster oven or an oven. So I got home, reheated it, took it in. As I'm taking my first bite, I get a text from his cousin, who I didn't give him my number, and I guess he got it anyhow. His text was, "Hey, let me know how this treats your body," or something along those lines. So I'm like, now I'm scared at this point.
Nice.
I ate it at like 10:30 at night, knowing I was going to eat it and then go straight to bed. Poor decision making on my part, all around. I ate it, and dude, 2:15, 2:30 in the morning. Hopefully every man, probably women too, know this, but like, when you're doing your thing and all of a sudden there's just a
like it shifts. There's
there's a bubble. Yeah, whatever happens in your gut, you just all of a sudden you realize, I need a bathroom. I need a bathroom now. I woke up to that, and
That's rough. Waking up to poo is unusual.
dude, almost didn't make it. Is all I'm gonna say. Like everything was good. I got there.
Was it a photo finish?
It was Dumb and Dumber style though, like Harry on the toilet. Yeah, I was screaming as it happened.
Now,
Did your friend's wife receive the same warning? Hey, don't eat this until you're 10 minutes from home?
And he actually gave her one to take home to her husband. And when I finally saw them like a week later, I was telling them all the story of what happened to me. And they were both like, "Oh yeah, no, it was good. We didn't eat all of it." And then later they were like, "We took like one bite and threw it away." And I'm like, "Oh, that's probably the smart way." So
okay, I have to know how that you going up to Gray Horse.
Yeah.
To go to a campaign kickoff. How does a friend's wife come into this?
So 3 families that are all friendly together. He wanted. That sounded worse. Okay.
Swinger?
Matt Castle and Key and his wife, and then the guy running for Congress and his family. We all get together and have dinner sometimes.
Okay.
He wanted both sets of parents to be able to come, but babysitters were going to be an issue. It was a Sunday night, so me and my wife and Matt Castle and Key and his wife, he was hoping could all come, but it wasn't really for kids, and trying to get a babysitter on a Sunday night is no good. Also, my wife and Matt Castle and Key they're not into politics. This a campaign event isn't for them. Whereas his wife really wanted to go and check it out, and so did I. So it just turned into basically my wife and the husband of the other family stayed home, and I took the wife. And
I have absolutely no problem with a guy hanging out with another person's wife on friendly terms, and zero problem with that. The place was what, like,
yeah, because we know him. We were trying to be supportive of a friend.
like me and Red have had lunch together before a couple times. We've taken the kids out and had lunch or went to the park or whatever, and that's fine. But going to an hour and a half away to a political rally does not seem like something I would do with.
It was a campaign event. It wasn't a political rally. But And I'm generally with you. Like if at any point, like if we were out of town on a soccer thing and your wife was like, "Hey Andy, drive me over to here real quick," I would do it, but I'd also be like, be a little odd, and I'd have my hands on the steering wheel at all times, like so everybody can see. Like it'd be one of those. Just because of the relationship I have with this family, like my wife and the husband from this family have worked together for I don't know how long,
millennia,
and like. Back when we were in Dallas together, like they would go out for drinks after work and stuff. And at the very beginning, there were times where I was like, hold on, like, who's this Matt guy? What's going on? But then after I got to know him well, I was just like, whatever. So for them, it's not weird. If it was anybody else's wife, it would have been a little uncomfortable. But
yeah, that's fair. That checks out.
I do appreciate that from episode 2 on. His name has just been Matt Castle and Key.
Yes.
Does he know that?
I think I've told him that before.
I'm sure because he's mentioned some of the episodes to me before.
Okay. Nice.
So
cool, dude.
The other day, my daughter, she was being funny about it, but she was like giving me shit in a joking way. And at the end of it, she goes, "Are you picking up what I'm putting down?" And she said it like, and I was just like, "Holy shit, where did you hear that?" And she was like,
"You're grounded."
Yeah. Anyhow,
hopefully not me.
She's starting to use like slang from back in the day. She's got to be getting it from YouTube. But every now and then she'll hit me with one of those where I'm just like, "Where did you hear that?"
So I've made it a point not to ask, does that make sense? Because that was my go-to when teaching. And I realized I asked, does that make sense so much that people just listened for that and would nod so that I would carry on with like teaching. So now I've been started saying, you smell what I'm cooking, you smell what I'm stepping in, you follow my breadcrumb trail, picking up what I'm putting down.
There's nothing that bothers me more than the person with the right tick. They will say a sentence and say right. Because there's almost no confidence. They're seeing if you're agreeing with them or following them or like and it's just so annoying. Just say what you're going to say. Right?
Since you're aware of that, do you ever notice me saying at the end of sentences a lot?
No.
Okay.
I mean, now that you say it, I can imagine it. But
so my daughter at the end of almost every sentence is like, and I always make like when she says it, she'll go blah 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 blah, and then from the front seat, I'm like, and my wife stopped me not long ago, and she was like, that she got that from you, right? And now I'm like, oh shit! Like I'm trying to pay attention.
Don't point it out.
Am I saying that? Did she truly get that? She might have just been messing with me because I'm trying to pay attention for it. But according to her, I do say that. So
do you have So every night Carter goes to bed, I say one thing, but the last thing before she goes to bed, and it started when she was a baby, and it's still every day. Like she will not go to bed without me saying it. If I'm not there, she'll call me. It's just one of those things. Do you guys have any of those things? Yeah.
I got to know what your one thing is.
So the legend of it. Are you guys familiar with a band called M83?
Nope.
You probably heard some of their songs in like movie. It's like real epic, like voices of angel, like really big instrumentals with it, and it's really cool. They're really cool, but they're in a lot of movies. But they have a song called "Car Crash Terror" that the mom says to the kid, "I'll see you in the morning light." And in some reason, I started saying that to Carter. And so, like, every day, I'll see you in the morning light. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's just a pain in my ass now. It's like, I know that it's special. I know that it's a cool thing. She says, when will I see you next? I'll see you in the morning light. Every time. But now it's just like, she'll just stand at the doorway. Like, God damn it. I don't want to do this. I'll see you in the morning. I know it's special. I'm hoping like in 2 more years, I'm back in on it and I'm having fun with it again. But right now, it feels like a chore. And I love spending time with. I spend so much time with Carter. It's absurd. It's
Carter weekend.
I spend all the time with Carter now, and it's awesome. She's a great, wonderful kid to hang out with. I do not get tired of it. But every night, I'm just like, "Fucking, I really got to do this."
I have a similar to that, but only when there's like a sports game. If there's something on TV, because my kid goes up to bed at 9, and at 10 o'clock I go up and like that's lights out. She has a sleep mask, like lights out, sleep mask on. You're going to bed, and my wife normally. Either we'll both tuck my wife in, then I'll put my kid in bed, or sometimes my wife will put my kid in bed. But either way, 9 o'clock, I'm kind of off the hook. 10 o'clock on the dot's when I have to be in the bedroom. For the past, 6 years. She's 11 now. What's that?
You have a bedtime?
My kid does.
Oh, I thought you said you have to be.
10 o'clock.
So you have to be in her bedroom.
10 o'clock. He's saying, "I'll see you in the morning light."
10 o'clock's when I'm out for the night. Gotcha. After 10 o'clock is when my day begins. Like everybody's asleep now. I can do what I want. Anyhow. Since she was probably 5 or so, like the running gag with me and her, and it's so cute most nights, unless there's something on TV I want to watch. But like, I'm like, all right, good night, love you. And she's like, love you. And then I'm like, nope, love you. And then we battled to see who can say love you.
See, I would get so tired right now. That's like nails on a chalkboard.
I always say it and shut the door like, love you, click. And then as I'm walking away, I can hear, love you, like through the wall.
Yeah.
And that's our little game we play.
Sure.
There are nights where I'm in a hurry and it's commercial and the game's on, Sunday Night Football, whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, hey, TV off. I'm like, love you, blah, blah. And like, I'll say love you. She'll say love you. And I'll just like get out the door. And then she'll literally come open the door and catch me going down the stairs and be like, hey, get back here. And she'll make me go through the whole thing. And I'm like, bitch, the game's on. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't have time to play this right now.
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels. Like I love the teamwork that's there, the funness that goes into it, and the fact that she looks forward to it. I get it. But I'm like, oh, you are forcing me to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this every night right now.
I think I'm in the opposite boat as you guys. So you know this. I've laid down with Letty while she's going to sleep for like in the beginning. It was. I would go in there and lay down until she fell asleep, and then I often would fall asleep, and like they would be over, we would play cards,
hanging out, and he'd be gone.
I would be out, and like, all right, yep.
You were working a lot at the time, physical working.
I was doing the side work.
Yeah.
So that's it was like until she fell asleep. Then it was 10 minutes, and then when it was 10 minutes, she said, "Okay, I'll get to count the minutes," and I'm like, oh, "Excellent, cool." And she goes, 1, 2, and I'm like, "Yep, this is 10 minutes." Yep. As long as we. What on earth? As long as we got to 10, she was happy, right?
Gotcha.
Now we're at 5 minutes, and it's been 5 minutes for the better part of a year. But I'll go in there, we'll lay down. She starts the timer on my watch, and then like that, we got 5-minute countdown. We have like our little like things we do to count them down, and that's our routine, our ritual. And then I'll get up and say goodnight, and then say I love you, and close her door, and she says peek in. Because then I go
check on me, basically.
Yeah, and I go check on the other girls. And so I tell the other girls goodnight, and then I come back and open the door and say goodnight, love you, see you in the morning.
Okay.
Or tomorrow. But I look forward to the 5 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
The kid talks so much, and she says some ridiculous stuff in the middle of the night. Like,
Well, I'm sure of that.
so, but we also try to stop the watch at 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 milliseconds.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, so she'll do that, and she's gotten 5, 5, 4.
Oh,
5, 5, 6.
I'm surprised she's gotten that close.
She got 5, 5, 5 2 nights ago. For the
Nice.
first time.
But she
She jumped up, like ran in, and was like, Mia, come check at the watch. I got it. It was really exciting for me, like overly exciting for something as simple as her pushing stop right when the time is all 5, 5, 5. And I'm not in the boat as that.
She's not 11.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
We did agree we're stopping at 12.
Okay. I say when my daughter was younger, I still was like, oh, these moments are so special. And now she's 11, and there's days where she can be awfully bitchy. So I'm just like, go to bed. Like, it's kind of where I'm at. I love her, and she's awesome, but she also has an attitude some days.
Yeah.
Well, no one has a bigger attitude than Letty. So
Her attitude is like cute, though. It's like she's cute feisty. When she gets older, it'll stop being cute feisty. But right now, it's cute feisty.
I don't know. Me and her have gotten into it a few times.
We did last night. She said something, and she goes, "No, Dad, that's not the rules." And I said, "Who makes the rules in this house?"
I'm not her dad, but every now and then she'll say something. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
we're fighting.
Yep. She'll pick it too. It's a cute kid though.
She's adorable.
Yeah, scary smart.
Yeah, she. I mean, the parallels between her and Abby is shocking. How quickly they were both speaking at a very high end for like most adults, like 3 or 4 years old, carrying on full conversations with, like, very similar in that matter. And you're just like, stop making sense.
Yeah.
Go away. See you in the morning light.
That was when I first met this family. She walked up to me and she was like, "So Andy, tell me about your day." Or she said something like that, and just the way she worded it was like, "That's not how I'm 5, I'm gonna guess at the time,
Probably less than
like 4.
Probably
It's like that's not how a 4-year-old asks how you're doing. Like
Yeah.
there, she just said it so perfectly. I was like, all right.
Yeah, the attitudes, the communication ability, the wit, the general wit, even if it's a negative, her and Abby just paralleled. Their sizes are going to be different.
Okay, I was like, when does the height come?
Letty will not be 6 foot tall. I hate to break it to you.
Which,
She's barely 40 pounds.
what are you, 6 foot ish?
According to the tape measure, I'm 5'9 3/4.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems taller, right?
I think it's because he wears them cowboy boots a lot.
I don't wear the boots a lot.
Not a lot.
Okay, huh?
I feel like I'm taller than 5'9" and 3/4, but every time I back up to a wall and like put a square on the wall and measure, it's almost 5'10".
You should just call it 5'10".
And as far as he knows, he's taller than Abby.
We're the same height.
Last he
we
checked,
officially checked,
which was at the old house.
We're the same height, exact same height. That's a common thing I hear though when I meet people in person, since I teach virtually so much. I was in Wisconsin 3 weeks ago, and these people that I've been teaching for 4 years virtually came up to like where I was like checking people in, like, "Oh, J Ray," and I was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Forgot their names. Sorry, feel really bad about it, but at the same time, I don't. I do teach a lot of people, and so I stood up to shake their hands, and they both were like, "Whoa, you're bigger than I thought you were," and I was like,
Damn, fat ass.
Yeah.
So they've never seen a half Korean your size.
I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yell me.
they're like, "No, you're just taller than I expected you to be." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I get that."
But it's still weird to me because I think it was 3 or so years into our friendship that I realized that I was like an inch taller than you.
Yeah.
I for whatever reason I was like, no, we're the same height.
I thought we
I'm
were
5'9"
too for a
and
while.
I'm like, oh, I'm 5'11".
Yeah, you are taller than me.
Yeah, but Abby's not, as far as you know.
Nope, we're the same height, and forever will be. I'll be the same size fan.
I've still got her, so she might not get to. She'll probably get to 6 foot.
She's probably not done growing.
That's what. So her new basketball coach has been coaching girls competitive basketball for 15 years now, and he's like, they've got one more in them. Around 15 years old, they've got one more.
So that's what my
First.
daughter's about 2 or 3 inches away from the height of my wife. Like when they're standing next to each other,
She's
they're
tall.
almost about the same.
Women's giants.
And in my mind, I'm like, is she just going to keep going, or eventually it's going to stall out and she's going to kind of level off? But I
Remember
don't
the
really
first
know.
thing I told Weston? I said she's got Abby's build. I don't know if she's
Yeah.
got the athletics. I don't know if she's got the anger.
She doesn't have the meanness.
She doesn't have the anger. No one else. I've literally yet to find another
Yeah.
one with the anger.
What's that is when we're at home and like every day when she comes home from school, like she starts wrestling like at me, like she wants to be physical, and I'm always like, hey, do this on the soccer field, like please. And like we've had a lot of talks this season about indoors. We played a couple indoor teams that had like they were playing chippy. They were playing what I would call a little bit too dirty. But it's like we need somebody on the team that's going to be the enforcer.
You've
That's
gotta have
happening.
it. You got to have it.
And in
I
my,
want it to be Lennon.
the Lennon I see at home screwing with me could do it. And then she gets on the field and she just plays soft. And I told her after the last game because she was like, how'd I do? And I was like, Lennon, like you played good. You just play soft. And she got pretty offended by that. But I was like, for real, like you're one of the bigger kids out there and you're kind of getting pushed around. Like this shouldn't happen. And like she
Did you show her the video of her getting pushed around?
We showed the
Okay.
She just doesn't have that mentality towards other kids. Towards me, she's got it. She can be aggressive. But I don't know how to flip that switch. And I'm at that point now where it's like, some kids aren't like that. And maybe she's just not like that. And I'm trying to make her be something she's not. But I want her to use her size.
Now get off those baggy clothes
Yeah. very,
and be aggressive.
very upset she's not growing up exactly how I wanted
Exactly
her to.
the way you wanted
Ridiculous.
her to. The one thing about Abby's aggressiveness is she still doesn't understand when. Okay, so she's playing middle school ball right now for her school, and that is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. She's in 8th grade. She's a massive human as an 8th grader, and now every now and then there's a 6th grader in there that is Carter's size. And yesterday one went for the ball, and Abby's reaction is, "I'm not going to go into you, but I'm going to put my shoulder down, and this is my ball." Oh my God, that girl flew. Like she only got called a foul because of the size difference. She did not wing. She did not dip. She just said, she got down low and just said,
No.
my ball.
Yeah.
But holy shit, that girl flew about 8 feet and her head snapped back. And I'm like, Abby, no. And I'm like, she didn't do anything wrong. And she just came off a competitive tournament where they're beating the ever living hell out of each other. And just, I mean, bad shoulder to shoulder. She gets her ankles taken all the time because people don't want to take her on the up to the shoulder. And she's like, oh yeah, I need to. They were up 7-0. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
Just don't touch her.
Yesterday, the stream of text messages,
2 days in a row.
2 days in a row, it was that like so we update each other with scores, and it was yesterday's it stood out to me because he said 1. Then the next message said 51 seconds. It's like that's when I know at that point like this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Then like a minute later, 2, 3, 4. Abby's sitting on the bench. 5.
And he
6,
said-
7, 8.
He said, "What? See if the goalie will score." I'm like, she scored the 5th goal.
Yes, she did.
Nice.
She wasn't in the goal anymore.
But she needs to be in the goal. Like, let's just put the goalie in the field while she's playing goalie.
her school team has like 4 high-end competitive players, 2 of which are really good, and most of the small schools don't have maybe one, and it's like, okay, now we'll find region at some point.
Caroline played her first region middle school game, scored 2 goals.
She's playing middle school. Is she 5th grade?
She's
Like
six.
She's 6th grade. God, Carter's so young to play on that team when she originally did.
Yeah. Well, Caroline was.
I didn't think they were going to play each other this year. Yeah. Oh man, you're going to go to that?
Probably.
I'll go to that.
That's going to be
the way
fun.
they were describing it. There's a lot of girls from the different blitz, blah blah blah. Like it seems like the region
has a very soccer oriented.
Yeah, so it seems like it's kind of an all-star team.
But so you said that the other ones aren't playing for Regent?
Finn is. Cam's not.
Okay.
Something to do with not happy with coaching. I don't know. I'm probably something. I don't know what happened. It's not that. I don't remember what it was. I think it might be a club thing.
Like a blitz thing.
Yeah. That'll be a fun game. It's in the schedule, but I'll make sure you know which one it is.
Absolutely.
Because
I won't know who to go for.
Abby's going to destroy her once.
She's got to.
Let her know that. Now she might dribble around her in circles, but
Caroline's gonna have a smile.
If she gets near her, Abby's just gonna reach out and throw that girl.
I set an alarm.
Yeah, you said 10 minutes earlier.
I feel like he's trying to wrap us up here.
I know. I'm just enjoying not being at home. Well, not being at a sporting event.
Yeah, you've been at a lot of them.
Yeah, just one time. I didn't realize they were gonna play. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah,
but they have Finley, and I don't think we can do anything with her.
Oh, and your favorite soccer mom's kids on the team too.
Oh yeah, Eleanor.
She's playing middle school.
Eleanor's playing. Oh God.
Yeah.
Keep those girls away from her.
Dude, Eleanor is Abby.
So I'll say that
smaller.
Wait.
She kind of grows. She's taller than most of our team. Like her and Lennon are probably, I'm going to say, the 2 tallest.
There's a 90-pound weight difference.
She suddenly this season though is playing with like a Abby like intensity where when she's out there she's growling as she's running by people.
I'm saying Abby at 11.
Yeah.
Eleanor is same build, same size, and same aggression.
That's the one thing that confuses people about Abby, though. They think the weight's less than it was. Even at 11, she was already way heavy.
A dense child.
So
is Amelia.
The legs are.
Amelia's 80 pounds.
Abby's 175.
Good God.
I think Lennon's
with a 6-pack.
That's a beast of a human.
Yeah, she's a massive human.
Yeah. I think my daughter's gonna be like that because she's just thick. Like she's tall. She's not like big, but she's just thick.
And then you put force into the thing. Like she finished second in her track meet for 20 schools yesterday in the 100.
Yeah.
Third in the 200. So mass plus speed. Force. Yeah, whatever that is.
Force times acceleration.
Yeah.
Or mass times acceleration equals the force. Yeah. She's like, dude, she hasn't tried to body check me in a long time.
You don't really want it. When you're not paying attention, you don't want it. Yeah. If you're ready for it, fine. You're still bigger. But if you're not paying attention, you just
yeah.
Okay. Thanks. But I didn't know that. I didn't think they were that old.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, Carter and Abby are going to be 1 year away from playing high school basketball together, which would have been awesome.
That would have been fun.
Because Carter's really turning a corner in basketball, and she's going to be awesome. But yeah, those girls are 2 full years older than Carter, so that's.
Carter was very young on that team.
We still, I don't think there's a time I'm at Indian Springs, which is all the time, by the way, that I don't pass that field and go, that's where Carter scored that goal.
Yep. So we went bonkers for that, too.
We had to explain to the other family why we were, because I think we were up like 4 goals and everyone's screaming. And
I think I was on the team at that point, but we weren't at that game.
You weren't at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We were out of town, and I remember, I think one of y'all texted me right away and was like, Carter just scored. And I was like, Carter, what's that? Yeah.
With their shoes on the wrong feet.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds.
Does she get
offense, that sounds about right
now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She there was a very long time where it was like wrong foot, Carter wrong foot.
Oh, long time. I mean, a long time. Just you've got to have it down by now.
Like, do you not feel that? It curves the opposite way of your foot.
I thought there was zero athleticism in her.
Watching soccer, man, I was like, when you said she's gonna play basketball, I wonder how that's gonna go. She's awesome. She was great. She got half the team's points in the championship.
Nice.
Half the team's points most of the year.
And got a couple steals.
Yeah.
And a lot of pressures. She did great on defense.
Very nice.
She's She's a defensive savant, and this is all to her credit because she's now getting to the point where she's one of the faster girls. I don't know how that happened. I think, but she has just worked. She puts in the work at home. She dribbles all the time. She just puts in work, and it's just like, okay, well, makes sense. This is why you're getting good. Yeah. It's on you. And now she's also getting a little bit taller.
She's as tall as Amelia.
Nice.
Amelia's short.
Yeah. Well, goalie height.
I feel like it's time to wrap it up almost.
Yeah. Almost no
the
goalies.
Conversation's getting slow.
Almost none of the goalies we see like competitively are the good ones or the really tall ones.
When you see, sorry, I'm not even talking about height, but when you see a team that suddenly has a goalie, it always immediately it stands out where it's like, oh shit, like. And most teams at this age, it's like, yeah, they're still figuring it out. We played a couple indoor teams this year where it's like, oh, they have a goal.
When they're laying out full stride.
Like that kid's going to camps. Okay.
Amelia laid out a couple times.
Dude, the game that you missed was the prettiest save. Like she full extension got one and saved it. Pretty nice.
Once you realize you can do it, it opens up doors, right? Yeah. You have to do it the first time and go, oh, okay. And that's what that means.
The problem is I've learned that we're not a second half team at indoor at least. So every game, it's like, okay, we're down 1-0 at halftime. This is good. And then in the second half, it just becomes like a game of numbers where it's like, well, they had 60 shots on goal, and only 7 of them got in. So I mean, overall, she did good, but it's just, you can't stop them all.
We had a really good second half for the last game.
Finally,
they did. She had a shutout second half. They scored all their points in the first half, 5 of them.
we flipped. We were a bad first half team that night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Now I'm back on region. I forgot about Ruthie and Lucia.
I feel like now that we're back to outdoor for a while, like the outdoor, everything's going to be more spread out and it'll be different. Like indoor, our girls didn't understand the concept of just getting it out of there, and the ball would be like right in front of our goalie, and they'd be trying to like finesse it,
control
like,
it.
No, just get it. Like I'm a hockey guy, so I'm just like
boards.
Clear it, just clear it, get it out of there.
Yeah, indoor is just a completely different game.
Yeah.
All right.
So cool. Well, thanks for tuning in after a month of us not podcasting. You know how to find us.
We'll be back in the next 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. And be sure you hit the like and the subscribe buttons, right, Andy?
Like and subscribe, right, Kyle?
I'll see you in the morning light.